What's the best class for new players in Dune Awakening? It's a great question, and it's one we're going to be answering today as we run around and showcase a little bit of the early game to get your feet underneath you and to sort of help guide you through those early thought processes. There are a variety of classes that you are presented with in the character creation process, but like many games, Dune Awakening does not force you into sticking with a specific class for the totality of the gameplay. Instead, it presents you with an archetype choice, which sort of guides your early hours of gameplay. But then as you get deeper and deeper and deeper into the game, you can learn additional abilities from all of the different trees, all of the different skill trees or archetypes or classes, if you will, throughout the game. So we're going to take a look at what I think is the best option for solo players. Based on a variety of different factors. The caveat to this is that I am a solo player who only cares about PvE. I am a Care Bear. I do not play PvP. The PvP in this game is entirely optional, so you don't have to worry about that unless you plan on participating in it. So my guide is all around players who are here to complete the story of the game, to find cool things in the world and harvest them, and to build cool structures like the base behind me that I built during today's stream. And there is a Sardaukar ship up there, which we probably need to pay attention to. So let's maybe meander around the corner. I could just jump into my base here to the garage, let them do what they're gonna do, and we can take a look at the skill tree. So in Dune Awakening, there are, get that window out of the way, a variety of options to choose from. So if you look at the skill tree, you're presented with, at the very beginning of the game, the Trooper, the Mentat, the Planetologist, the Bene Gesserit, or the Swordmaster. Now, each one of these can be unlocked in-game, and you can take abilities from any of these trees once you get going. So as you can see here, I have abilities in the Trooper tree, I have abilities in the Mentat tree, I have abilities in the Planetologist tree, but I don't have any in the Bene Gesserit or the Swordmaster because those don't really suit my particular playstyle. I am playing largely as a ranged character with melee as a backup. So my particular choice for the best solo class for new players is going to be the Mentat, and I talk about this in a little bit of different detail. I have a guide called "Can You Solo in Dune Awakening?" because that was a big question that got asked during the beta weekend, and I talked about this a little bit in that opening video, as well as my guide to the Mentat. One of the reasons I think this is the best class for new players to get started is the Sentinel, which is the deployable turret that you have, which allows you to effectively handle combat without actually ever needing to get into combat. So whether or not you just aren't very good at aiming, which I am not, or you are someone who is not that great at melee combat, which I am not. I am older. I am 45 years old at this recording. My reflexes are not what they were when I was 20 years old, and so I don't do well with reaction-based gameplay where I'm expected to be very quick on my feet. So for me, I like things that allow me to play at a slower pace, play at a more casual pace. And that's why I think this is great for solo players. The other reason is the poison capsule. But I will say that there is a backup to this. We talked about this in another video too, which is that I think another great option, a runner-up if you will, is the Bene Gesserit because of the self-healing abilities. Recovery, which is the ability to heal your body more effectively, and then trauma recovery. These two things are very good. And then the control option, or compel, which allows you to use the voice to pull mobs to you and separate them out from large groups, which is very handy as well. This is a great runner-up. But I do think that for me, the Mentat is the perfect choice as the best solo class for new players because of the turret and the poison capsule. Now, you're not necessarily going to have access to any other abilities at the very beginning of the game. So again, this guide is for new players. And I want to run up the hill here, and there should be a couple of mobs that we can take a look at. And I'm going to specifically not going to do anything other than what I would do if I was just getting going in the game, which means I would have a basic knife, and then I would have access to my turret and the poison capsule. So we're going to run up here. There should be a couple of mobs. Sometimes there's 3. They may have shields. And we're going to see what this looks like in action. So let's see here. Yep, there's two. They may have just seen me. Am I gonna follow me? I was very quick when I ran up there. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop a poison cloud. And then I don't think I actually hit them with the poison cloud. Nope. It was too soon. Alright, here we go. Let's wait for that poison cloud to refresh. It's nighttime, so they haven't seen me yet. They saw me when I ran around the other corner. Alright. Poison cloud. Oh, there we go. Alright. Hit him with the poison cloud. I'm gonna fall back. Someone may follow me. The shielded. So now I'm gonna drop the turret. Pop the turret. The turret is gonna start shooting. It eventually is gonna knock the shields down, and it took care of that for me. Now I can run up here and take care of this guy who's around the corner. Wait for him to reload and finish him off with the blade. That's as easy as pie when you have the turret and the poison dart at your disposal and the knife. That's all you're going to have as a new player. Now, as you get developing deeper into your skills, you're eventually going to get access to different weapons. As an example, there's that Sardaukar ship I need to be conscious of. You'll get access to the SMG as an example, this disruptor gun, which allows you to do incredibly high rates of fire. And of course, you'll also get access to things like the Mala pistol, but the Chris knife and the various types of knives and swords that you get are very early into the game. It's what all new players start off with, which is why I focus this on the new player options in the game. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. And then just run around dropping turrets. They last about 15 seconds, and then it has a 30-second cooldown. So what I have also found useful in situations where there might be more than 3 or 4 guys and I'm low on health and maybe I'm out of ammo, maybe running out of stamina or something, is just to constantly move and run away until such time as you can repop that turret, drop the turret again, and then you can run back around and take care of the guys as you need, as you see fit. Now, beyond that, you can take a whole bunch of options in the Mentat tree related to marksman. You can also go into like the trooper tree. There's, for me, marksman abilities in here that I like, which help me with my marksmanship damage. But if you're going to go melee, you might want to back up your Mentat with the Sword Master because there's a lot of melee abilities here. So it just depends on whether or not you want to go ranged or melee. I like to go ranged with my Mentat because I want to try to keep as far away from the mobs as I can. So playing at a distance, I only pull out my blades if I absolutely have to. But what I was just showing you there in that combat scenario was what the early game looks like. And why I think that the Mentat is such a good choice for new players as a solo class because it allows you to effectively. I've taken out groups of like 6 to 8 mobs using the turret and the poison capsule while running around and dodging and just using my blade on mobs once their shields are down. It's a little dicey, it's a little hairy, but it is possible. And you can also drop your turret, run away and hide and bandage yourself up while your turret is banging away. And that thing packs a punch, so it's very useful right out of the gate. So that's my personal choice on what I think is the best solo class for new players. Your mileage may vary. Other people may have different advice. You might decide that you want to try something out on your own and find that it works better for you. That's awesome. This is just my particular guide. Hopefully you found it useful. And if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams at around 5 a.m. Central on YouTube and Twitch. And of course, I play a lot of games. So check them all out. There's a ton of guides in our Dune playlist. So check out the Dune Awakening playlist down below. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Stay safe and happy gaming.